Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll do a quick review of electronic batch records, EBRs, that is a part of Advanced Quality Management in Dynamics 365 F&O version 44. To enable the feature, we'll navigate to Production Control Parameters, go to Electronic Batch Records, and we will toggle this one to Yes. We will see this warning message. It basically says that block editing function will be turned on and you will not be able to turn it off. And where exactly these block editing features are, first one is under production control parameters itself. So this would prevent us from editing approved routes. And the second one is under inventory management parameters, bill of materials. The same block editing checkbox that prevents us from making changes once the BOMs have been approved. And as you can see, we cannot turn those off. So that kind of forces you to use the electronic signatures to make any approvals or make any BOMs or routes active. Let's go back to our production control parameters. In here, I will enable the inclusion of batch expiration dates in my BPR report. And at the end of the video, I will actually show you the report with all its sections. I will not be suppressing any work instructions if they are not present. And here I would enable print multiple batch production records on the batch production report. That is useful if, for example, we have multiple batches for the same item that is being manufactured. After this, it's basically going back to our release products, configuring quality associations, defining routes and BOMs for it, and then looking at the corresponding inquiry screens. So the first one is called Master Manufacturing Record. So let's open it. And then here what we select is the item, site, date, and quantity, which will show us then in turn the applicable BOMs, routes, or quality associations. So here I will use my finished good item foam. And as soon as I populate it there, it shows us the BOM versions. Right here, I see one, it's active and approved. I see one route version, same thing, active and approved. Scroll down, quality associations, and the associated inventory batch attributes. So this is on the master level. It's called Master Manufacturing Record. The second one is called Batch Production Record. And this is more production or batch order specific, right? So in here, we need to select the item. But once we do, we will select from a number of different production orders that exist for that item. Now you see that it shows that the production order at hand, we see the report as finished journals, we see BOM version and the lines. We scroll down, we see pick and list that exists for that production order. We also see the route header and the operations. We see any route cards that were generated, as well as the job cards. So these records are production or batch order specific. And the difference here is that from this, I can also generate batch production report. Let's open it. And this is this report that has multiple sections, and I will print it to screen and we will see the results. So here's our report. It has 4 pages and a lot of sections. What I think I'll do here is I will go through each section one at the time, and I will explain where it was sourced from. This section right here shows me the finished good item on the production order, as well as the associated sites, quality, and units. This section right here shows me the production BOM lines. In our case, I have a single BOM line that comes in from my production order. This is my single BOM line. Click on the line, scroll down, go to work instructions. Here's a new section that is basically saved as the note that I have attached to my master BOM, and it was copied to that production BOM line. So what you see right here, my raw material item chemical, we see the estimated quantity, and we also see the work instructions. Now let's move on to the second page. This section right here shows us the report as finished journal lines. In our case, it is for the finished good item foam. So that comes from, let's go back to our production order. Look at our report as finished journals lines. This transaction section right here comes from transaction in inventory transaction section right here. The next section shows us any quality orders that are associated with this production order. So we can see the quality order number 6, we see test group concentration, we see attribute value, and we see any test associated with it. So we see a concentration test, minimum is 10, maximum is 30, and standard is 25. Let's go back to the production order. go to View, Quality Orders, and here's that quality order that we saw in that report. The next section is batch attribute values. We see attribute values for batch B100. That comes from Report as Finished Journal, lines, go to Dimensions, and we have specified batch 100. And if we open that batch and look at inventory batch attributes, here's that concentration of 25 that we see. Now let's scroll down. Now we're looking at the raw materials section, and the next one is the picking list. So this right here shows us the picking list journal lines. We see the item chemical, proposal is 7.5, consumption 7.5. Let's go back to our production order. Open our dispensing pick journal. This has the item that is being dispensed. I have done a video on this topic previously. So this is just a different way of picking against the production order. So here's our dispensing journal. This transaction comes in from the inventory transaction associated with that picking list. So let's go back to it. Click on inventory, transaction. This is what we see in that report. Now, this raw material item does not have any quality orders associated, but it has some batch attribute values for the batch B300. And that batch comes in from our inventory transaction batch. Here's the batch B300, and here's our attribute value of 11. Go back to our report. That's what we see right here. The vendor batch details also come from that batch B300, and we see some manufacturing date of 5/20. We see expiration date of 5/12/2027. So go back to that batch and go to reset. Here are our dates for that batch B300. Now let's scroll down. Processing information. This section right here comes from our production route. If we go back to our production order and look at the route, we will see 2 route operations, operation 10 dispense and 20 curing. Now the next section for the route card shows us the 2 route card journal lines that we have created for this production order. Let's go back, go to View, Route Card. Here's our route card journal, open lines. We see 2 lines right here, same operations. Time for the first line is 1.2 hour and for the second line is 0.5 hours. Let's go back here. That's exactly the numbers we see. And in the final section right here, we see some job card. Those come from our job card journal. Job card, here's the journal. Open the lines, 0.3 and 0.5 hours for the 2 lines. And those are the times we see here. So as you can see, it's fairly involved report. It has multiple sections. It shows you information about the production BOM, production route, associated quality orders, either for the finished good or raw material, batch attributes, same thing for the finished good as well as the raw material. And it also shows us inventory transactions associated with both. It shows us the picking list journal lines, route journal lines, and the job card journal lines. A lot of information is populated here. This batch production report can be quite useful for manufacturers of controlled substances such as life science or pharmaceutical industries, where you need to know exact batches, quality orders, journal lines that were associated with specific production run. That is all for this video. I hope you found this useful. Until the next time, take care.